Good morning and welcome to Matrix 201. This is Robert Rodriguez and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This is the continuation course of our earlier webinar, Matrix 101. I want to remind everyone that we are live and we are recording this session, and we will be placing these sessions inside of our Facebook pages and also our YouTube page, which is at Miami Trainer. So please log on to YouTube when you can and follow us at Miami Trainers inside of YouTube. And there you can watch all of the videos and tutorials that we have recorded here at the Miami Association of Realtors. This is the intermediate Matrix course. This is the second of 3 courses for Matrix, your MLS. All right, so let's get started. And here we are inside of Matrix once again. And what we're looking at is we're going to start doing a map search. So we're going to go back into search RE1, RE2, and we went over all the search criteria fields in Matrix 101. And what we're going to do is we're going to get started doing our map searches. So we're going to look for a single family home, and we're going to open up map search right over here, and that's going to take us right into our map. Now, if you guys land on a map where you have the satellite view, you simply can toggle from satellite view to map view anytime simply by clicking on satellite and clicking on map. All right, so don't worry if you are in satellite view and you want to use the map view, you simply click on map and you're back in map view. Now, when you are zoomed out to a section where you see little blue bubbles with numbers on them, that simply means how many properties are available in that particular area. So right off to the right-hand corner, you'll see Key Biscayne, and that simply means there's 125 single-family homes currently on the market in Key Biscayne. And then right over here, right around South Miami, there's 697 homes in there. Now, we can maneuver this map. We can navigate to the right, to the left, up and down, simply by clicking on your mouse and then dragging up and down and place the map in your desired location. You can also zoom in or out simply by selecting the plus sign or minus sign to zoom in or zoom out. To set the map at a current location where you always want to start your search, you're going to place the map exactly how you want to start your search each and every time, and then go to the upper right corner. There's a little configuration tab. We call it the settings tab, and we're going to set this map view as my starting default. This is going to always bring up this map view each and every time you want to start a search. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to zoom in to an area in which we would like to do our search. The closer you zoom into the area, the little green houses start to show up, and those are the active properties that are currently on the market. So we have different ways that we can actually point out the area we want to search. You have a radius right up here. You got the ability to draw a circle. You have also a rectangle. You have a polygon, and you have what's called a free-form or freehand polygon, which allows you to draw yourself. So we're going to go ahead and do all 4 of them to show you exactly how it's done. So we're going to select the radius, and then we're going to stand in a center point, and we're going to click and drag out a 1 mile radius. So that's a 1 mile radius from that center point, and everything else is going to disappear, leaving us just with those results right there. Now, if you want to do another shape, you're simply going to select the rectangle this time, and I'm going to draw a rectangle right here, and that's going to now give me the results inside the rectangle and also inside of the radius. If I want to draw a polygon, I'm going to select the polygon, and here we go. We're going to draw a polygon, and we're going to finish the polygon where we started, and that will solidify that polygon. Now we have polygon, we have a rectangle, and we have a radius. And the last shape we would like to draw would be a freeform shape, which is this one right here. We're going to select a freeform shape, and that basically allows us to draw as if you would with a pencil, be drawing the shape, and then you want to finish the shape exactly where you started the shape. All right, so those are the 4 ways that we can draw inside of Matrix. Of course, you can edit these figures simply by going to the edge of that radius, for example, and we can reduce the size to 1/2 mile. All right, so here we are reducing the size to 1/2 mile. And then the rectangular shape, you can also reduce the size as well by going to the very edge and then reducing the size. And the polygon, you can change the shape of the polygon by doing this. All right, and then the freeform, same thing. You can come here and then you can do that. All right. To remove one shape, you simply go to the red little dot on that shape and then select delete shape. Or if you wish to delete all the shapes, you're going to look up here. You have a little eraser, and you're going to select that eraser, and you would have deleted all the shapes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a polygon right over here. And I'm going to finish there, here, all the way back over here, and then finish the shape like that. And that would leave me with a section that I wish to search in. So currently there are 45 results in here. If you look here, 45 out of 45 is my current results. Now, all I have for criteria are single family homes. So you can always toggle over the criteria and put in a price range. So for example, if I'm looking to purchase a property between $400,000 and $600,000, in there, that leaves us with 19 matches. And then you can go to map right now, and now you're currently looking at just the 19 matches. Now, if you want to say you want to delete these 2 over here, there's 2 ways to do this. You can come here and you can select this one, mark it, and then you're gonna select this one as well, and you're gonna also put a little check there. And now, just like if you were in the results, you can come down here, you can hit refine, narrow, and that's going to only leave you with those 2. All right, or we're going to go back to original results, and instead of narrowing, we're going to go ahead and delete those 2 by hitting discard, and they're gone. So that would be the easiest way to get some of the results off your map. Now, another way to do it is we're going to hit undiscard. Another way to do it is we're going to draw a shape right over those 2 like this, and then we're going to hit the little red dot and say exclude this shape, and that's also going to remove those 2 properties from inside of your map view. All right, so let's remove that, delete shape, and then we're back where we started. Now, of course, if you want to see the results of the map, then you hit results, and then these are the results of the properties that you have drawn inside of your map. Go back to the map view, and here we are again. Now, again, if you want to select a few, you basically will come here and you will hit, all right, I like this property. We're going to select it. And then you're going to come here and you're going to say, I like this property as well. We're going to select it. And this property right here, we like it as well. We're going to select it. Now we have 3 properties selected. All right, so we're going to narrow, and we're going to stay with those 3 properties. And then you can hit results. And now you can come here, you can go actions, you can email them, you can print them, and you can even get directions to each and every one of them. So let's go ahead and hit directions. When we hit directions, we're going to be able to create a route from point A to point B to point C simply by looking at this here. And here you have your properties, and you can basically, place the property in which order you like by selecting the property, and it's going to switch the order. Now, down here you have our add a start and stop address. So we're going to add a start and say that we are going to start our day from this address. Find, all right, and that's your custom stop right there. And then add a stop, and we're going to do same address. All right. All right, so we started at 245 Alcazar Avenue, and we're going to finish at 245 Alcazar Avenue. We're going to see all three properties, and then we're pretty much finished with this. And here are your directions. All right, and now we can email this to our customer or we can print it. All right. So let's go back and start a new map search. And this time what I want to do is I want to show you some of the features that the map has. So currently we're looking at a map that's zoomed out, and there are too many results to show on the map. So we would need to zoom in to see more results. But what I want to do is I want to be able to show you some of the layers. So right off to the right here, we have what's called layers, and then you can break down your map by zip code, by city. You can also do neighborhoods. You can do elementary school, middle school, and high schools. So if you wanted to see the zip codes on a map, you simply hit zip code, and let's close your layer out. And now those are your zip codes. So those of you not really familiar with the zip codes in South Florida, you can hit zip codes and kind of get a feel for what the map looks like. We're gonna open up layers, then we're gonna remove zip codes, and let's do neighborhoods. And these are the neighborhoods in South Florida. Again, these are not cities. So when you look at Westchester, Westchester's not a city; it's a neighborhood. So when they refer to you as Westchester, now you know exactly where it is. Let's go back to layers, and let's remove neighborhoods, and let's look at elementary schools. So elementary schools, it's going to go ahead and put a kind of a boundary around what elementary school is located in this area. And then if you zoom in, you're going to see the little green houses, and that represents the homes that are for sale in that zone for, say, South Miami K through 8 Center right here. Removing elementary schools, and let's say you want to do high schools. High schools are a lot larger, therefore covering more areas. So when you look at high schools, this entire area is for South Miami High School. This over here is for Southwest High School, and this one over here is for Coral Gables Senior High School. All right, so that's how you would use the layers for schools. We're going to go ahead and remove high schools. You got all things like parcel characteristics, trends, and points of interest. So you guys can use, so for example, points of interest, if you want to know where the nearest banks are, or you want to know the nearest gas stations or healthcare facilities, you can use this as well. All right, so that's how you use the layers. Now, if you wanted to jump to an address, if you want to focus on a particular address, over here on the right-hand side, we're going to go ahead and put in 1020. All right, OBISPO, Obispo, and then we're going to go ahead and hit enter, and that's going to place a pin right on top of 1020 Obispo. So pretend that this was a property that you wanted to find comparables for. You're going to now draw a radius from this property right here, and you can go ahead and stretch out a half-mile radius around 1020 Obispo, and that leaves you just with the results within a half-mile radius from that pinpoint. You can delete the shape, and then you can also come here and you can delete the location marker, and we no longer have the location marker. All right, so to repeat, if you want to know an address, you're going to come over here. So we're going to go with 700 South Royal Poinciana Boulevard, which is our headquarters office, and we're going to hit enter, and there you go. You have a pin right around 700 South Royal Poinciana, and then you'll notice some homes over here for sale. All right, so that's how you use the map here in Matrix. There are other features to the map that you guys can discover by coming to our Matrix 201 session. What we're going to do is we're going to start running some comp analysis inside of Matrix. So we're going to search, and then we're going to do an RE1, RE2 search. And when running comps, you're going to want to look for active, you're going to want to look for pending and closed sales. 0 to 180 days represents 6 months back. So if your comparables are for single-family homes, you want to make sure you select single-family homes. If you're running comps for a condo or a townhome, you want to select condo or townhome. So let's start one for a single-family home. And then right over here on the right-hand side, or sorry, in the middle, you have the within feature, and we're going to do a half-mile radius around a particular address. So we're going to go back to that address in Coral Gables, 1020 Obispo, and you'll notice that here comes the address. You select it, and now we're looking at 1020 Obispo Avenue. Now, that's our center point, and that would be our subject property, and we currently have 98 matches within a half-mile radius. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to select how many bedrooms and how many bathrooms and how much in size we want to look for. So, for example, if I want to look for a 4-bedroom home, then we hit 4 bedrooms, and now we have 31 matches. If I want to look for more than 3 bathrooms, we're going to go 3 plus, and that's going to get us now down to 26 matches. And if we want homes that are between say 2,000 and 3,000 square feet, now we're down to 11 matches. So now that we have found more or less the comparables we're looking for, now we're going to hit results and show you the results. You have a few actives, you have a few closed, and you have 1 pending. So our closed sales are right over here. This is a closed sale. This is also a closed sale. And you're going to select some of the actives as well. Now, this is not a CMA course. This is more of a matrix course in showing you how to look for comps on matrix. If you want to learn how to evaluate properties, we do recommend that you sign up for our CMA workshop course, which teaches you exactly how to use matrix, IMAP, and RPR to perform or comparable market analysis. So here we have 2 actives and 2 closed sales, and let's also select the pending sale. And just like we taught you in the first session, you want to remove the rest. So you want to hit refine, and you want to hit narrow. And now I have stayed with an equal amount of closed sales, actives, and 1 pending sale. All right, so now from here we're going to select actions, and we're going to hit print. We're going to hit print because we're not doing the CMA presentation just yet. We're going to hit print and show you how to do the CMA 1-line summary report and your 3-up comparison. This by far is the easiest way to get comps either emailed or printed. So we select these 2. You have email PDF or print to PDF. Let's go ahead with print to PDF. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and hit print to PDF. And here we have our comparative market analysis, and this is for the property there in Coral Gables. You have 1 list price at $749, and then you have another list price at $780, giving you an average of $764 with a low of $749 and a high of $780. Now we have 2 closed sales over here. 1 closed in only 16 days at 94.8% of the asking price. So they were asking $799 and sold for $758. Then right over here we have a property that sold in 82 days, and they were asking $1,100,000 and ended up selling for $850, and that is 77% of your original price. Your average sold price comes in at $804,000, while the high is what's your high? $850, and your low is $758. And then you have 1 pending listing currently listed at $700,000. And then underneath what you have are your side-by-side. So this is the quickest and easiest way to get comps done inside of Matrix. Now, if what you wanted to do was a CMA presentation, then of course you want to go back to results, and instead of hitting print, you're going to hit CMA. So when you hit CMA, now gets you into a presentation mode where you can build your presentation based on the pages you like. So once again, if this is for a contact, you're going to select the contact, and then you're going to hit right here on the top where it says pages and move into your pages section. You're going to notice off to the right all the pages you would have already selected. If you want to select more pages, you can simply click on the little plus signs on the left and look for the pages that you want to include in your CMA, and then just simply select them, and that will add your pages to your CMA. On the upper left corner of my screen, you're going to notice my custom pages, and these are pages I have uploaded into my CMA inside of Matrix, and simply look down here where it says Manage Custom Pages for you folks. It'll probably say Upload Custom Pages. You will upload some of these pages, and if you want to include one of these, for example, I'm going to go ahead and include the top 20 reasons in English, and I also want to include the say the Miami Link to the World flyer. These are two flyers that are available inside of your MiamiRealtors.com website. By clicking on those two, now we're going to hit Set as Default, and these are the pages I will always use as part of my CMA presentation. Now you move into the subject property, and the subject property, if it is found on the MLS, then you can look for it by MLS number or by doing a cross-property listing search. If the property has not been in the MLS in the last 10 years or so, then you're going to have to enter the fields manually. So I believe this property was on the MLS not too long ago, so we're going to click on search, and we're going to remove these statuses because it's not active, pending, or sold. And I hope to find this property inside the MLS. So we're going to go ahead and put in here 1020, and then we're going to put in OBISPO, and we should find it. There it is, one match. Hit results, select, and then fill from selected. And here is the information that otherwise you would have had to enter it yourself at some point. All right. So now we've got our subject property in here. You've got your cover page. You've got the ability to add a cover photo for the property. You've got comparables, map, showing you where the comps are in relation to the house, adjustments, pricing. So based on the price of a low of 700 and a high of 850, you have an average and a median right around 760. So as far as suggesting a list price, you're going to come here and you're going to select this list price. Let's go ahead and suggest 790 for a list price. And then finish, and you have the ability to view or email the CMA. Let's view it. And this is your Matrix listing presentation or your CMA presentation inside of Matrix. It comes with a template that cannot be changed. You can add pages, but as far as the color scheme to this template, you cannot make any changes. And of course, I would have added a picture, and I would have had a picture there of the property. So here's the CMA presentation. And then you'll notice towards the end of our presentation, you'll have some graphs and charts helping you with your presentation. And you're going to notice the suggested list price of $790,000. And then the two additional flyers that I added are down here. All right, all in all, this is a nice presentation that you guys can use for your customers. Please do attend our CMA workshop to learn more on how to create really nice presentations for your customers. All right, so where is this located? My Matrix, my CMAs. Now I want to give you a bonus. I want to show you exactly how to determine the inventory analysis or the absorption rate for a particular area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and to start a search RE1, RE2, and if we are selling this home there at 1020 Obispo in Coral Gables, what I want to do is I want to do this active, and I want to go and do a close sale, and then we're going to do 0 to 365 days. This is 1 year's time, single family home. And then we're going to do a 1 mile radius of 1020 Obispo Avenue. And we're going to also tell the system to stay in Coral Gables and not go outside of the city limits. We currently have 287 single family homes in results. We're going to select results. This is a very important report that you are going to want to learn how to do in order to determine whether it's a buyer's market, seller's market, or a neutral market. So I have 287 results. We're going to select all right here. Then we're going to drop down to the bottom and we're going to look for print. And the report you're looking for is the 1004 MC report. 1004 MC report is your inventory analysis report. So by looking at the 1004 MC report, it will help us identify the current conditions of this market. So taking a look at the first 6 months of the year, there were 81 total sales. And when you break that down into 6 months, that's 13.5 sales per month, with 60 listings in active inventory, leaving you at 4.4 months of inventory. Now, fast forward to the current 3 months, sales have dropped actually. They're at 35 sales in the last 3 months, and that at 11.67 sales per month with 107 properties in inventory, the month inventory actually has increased to 9 months of inventory. In our opinion, that's transitioning into a buyer's market. There is a lot of inventory and the homes aren't selling that quick. Now prices, more or less in the last 6 months, have been right around the same, 710,000, 711,000. And the days on market is about 69 days, and the list price has fallen from the summer months, which in the summer months they were at 1,249,000, and now in the last quarter you're looking at 1,150,000. So this is your inventory analysis report. It's called the Fannie Mae 1004 MC Statistics Summary Report. All right, let's go ahead and close this out. Make sure to attend our CMA workshop course again and learn how to do this, not just for the area there in Coral Gables, but for any subdivision or any area in all of the South Florida. All right, let's go ahead and close this out. So that was how to run CMAs. Now, that CMA presentation I just did can be found, of course, by clicking on My Matrix, My CMAs, and simply look for your CMAs. I can sort by when I created the CMA. You'll notice at 11:20 a.m. today, here's the one I just created with my name on it. Okay. Let's come back over here. And staying with the idea of stats, I'd like to show you a little bit about stats, which is right over here. And we're going to click on stats. This is an important feature of Matrix that helps us identify what's going on in our area as far as active listings and volume of sales and closed sales. So I'm going to give you a few examples, and you're free to do this on your own as well. So we're looking at historic count of active listings. That's one of my favorite reports to run. So we're going to go ahead and do this, historic count of active listings and single family home. And let's do Miami-Dade County. You can do it by area, you can do it by zip code, you can do it by subdivision or city. Now, when we hit generate, the story is going to tell us that our inventory in Miami-Dade County for single family homes is pretty much at a historic low when it comes to the last 5-6 years. Looking at the chart, it tells us that we are currently looking at a low inventory of 8,990 active listings. Back in 2013, right over here, we had a pretty high inventory of about 11,863 listings. So our MLS listing inventory has dropped for single family homes. And if you want to see the data, you click right here on the top where it says data, and you'll see the numbers. So following the trend in October of each year, 11,409, now we're down to 8,990. We are kind of rebounding this year. We were a tad lower last year, and we're doing a little bit better this year as far as active inventory. So hopefully we get more listings out there. Now, if you want to see the sales by year, you're going to click over here where it says historic sales by year, and we're going to generate, and we're going to see the amount of sales per year. So since 2018 is not finished yet, we have over here the sales by year up until 2017. If you wanted to do a year to date, then you're going to come up to customize, and we're going to select year to date right here, and we're going to hit generate. And now we have a year to date inventory going 2018, and taking a look at what is going on in November of this year. So currently we're about halfway, a little bit more than halfway done with the month, and we're at 413. So it's looking like we're probably going to fall a little short of last year's November, and so we're experiencing lesser sales this month. So you're looking at those trends. Now we can always go back to preset, and now let's take a look at the price trend. How are the prices behaving in South Florida? So we're looking at the price trend up. It is up from the previous year. So follow October, 235, 260, 300, 339, up to 350 this year. So at least we know that the prices continue to rise throughout the years. Now, the stats section, you're invited to go in there and do all kinds of statistical reporting inside of Matrix, and learn about getting your stats on a Excel sheet here, export as a CSV, or if you want to print or email these stats so you can get them to your customers. Now, let's go back up here to home, and I want to show you now how to work your hot sheets. So looking at my screen, I currently have just one hot sheet in here. I'm going to customize, and I'm going to set it back to system defaults. And the system defaults basically is a hot sheet that shows you single family homes and all the different property types within a 24-hour period, today, 3-day, 7-day, or custom period, which is up to 30 days. A hot sheet is a way for us to see what's going on in our area, in our market area. So what I want to do today is I want to show you how to customize your own hot sheet. So let me just move things around. Here's my hot sheet. I'm going to hit customize, and if you want to follow me, you can delete all of these. You don't need all those hot sheets in there. Those are default hot sheets that you can always reset at any time. A few more. All right. So our hot sheet now should be cleaned out. There's nothing in my hot sheet, so we're going to customize, and let's create a few hot sheets. So my farm area, let's say I'm going to add, and then I want to do an area in, say, Miami Beach. And I want to do Miami Beach homes. All right, save. And then we're going to edit the criteria. And then we're going to say, I want to look for new. I want also back on market. I want price increase and decrease. And let's say I want to see all expired listings. And then we're going to choose the city of Miami Beach. Right here. And we're also going to make sure that we select a property type, which I don't see right now. City of Miami Beach. So it seems like they may have removed the property type from the hot sheet. This is something I did not know, wasn't aware of. I don't see it. So I'm going to come here to add remove, and we are going to look for property type. And there it is. Add. All right, for whatever reason, it seems like they moved or removed the property type. So now my hot sheet's about single family homes. All right. So notice how I didn't panic. I did not find property type in my hot sheet. So I went down to the additional fields and I added a property type. Let's go ahead and hit save. And now we have a hot sheet created for Miami Beach homes. Let's do another one, add. And let's call this Gables condos. All right, so condos in Coral Gables, we're going to hit save. And I'm going to go ahead and hit edit. And once again, I want new, back on market, price increase and decrease, expireds, and then in the city of Coral Gables. And my property type is condo. And then save. And let's do one more. Add. And let's call this 33331. All right, so let's call this 33331, and then we're gonna go ahead and call this homes. Save, and then edit again, and this time I just want new, back on market, and price decrease. And then we're going to come to zip code 33331, and we want single family homes. All right, save, and we're ready to take a look at our hot sheets. We're going to hit done, and basically in our hot sheets, what we have are 24-hour periods. So what has been going on in Miami Beach as far as homes are concerned in the last 24 hours. So we've got one active listing, and then we have an expired listing, active to expired, and then we have a price drop of 2.3%. All right, let's go back over here, home, and let's do the, say, 3-day period. And in Miami Beach homes over the weekend, we had some other activity. So we had a price drop of 5.9%, a price drop of 6.3%, and a price drop of 3.01%. Some expired and some actual new listings. So you can use the you can use the hot sheet to basically go back up to 30 days. So if you needed to do 30 days, you go to custom, okay, and then you go to Miami Beach homes, and you say, let's run this search from October 20th, which would be the last day that allows you to choose. Hit OK, then you hit run, and in the last 30 days, there has been 148 different transactions inside of our Miami Beach area. So this is how you would use your hot sheet on a daily basis. You're going to come to your hot sheet, and you're going to ask the system, show me what's going on at 33331 in the last 3 days. And this is the listings at 33331, which is in Weston. All right. You can have a total of 10 hot sheets simply by clicking on Customize and adding more hot sheets. Again, you can have a total of 10 hot sheets, and this allows you to check back daily with your hot sheets and see what's going on in your farm or market area. Now, the Market Watch is a little different. The Market Watch, we're going to go ahead and customize this, and then nope, not customize. Let's get back to cancel. All right, so your Market Watch is what is going on in any of the areas you like under any property type. So for example, when I customize this, I want to create my Market Watch for single family homes only in Miami-Dade County. Okay. and we're going to hit save. And now my market watch in the last 24 hours, there has been 29 homes that hit the market in Miami-Dade County. 8 back on the market, 40 price decrease, 7 price increase, and so on and so forth with 7 expireds. If I want to go back 7 days, see the activity, there has been 440 homes in Miami-Dade County that have hit the market within the last 7 days. So you can use the market watch. It's similar to the hot sheet. However, you can do it in a more broad area, simply clicking on customize and changing how you wish to read your market watch. All right, so when I go back home and I want to reset my market watch to original settings, you hit reset, and that's basically going to take you back to your defaults. And you'll notice right here, my defaults give me a rather large number. So there has been 3,584 listings added to the MLS in the last 7 days. If I go back to 24 hours, all right, in the last 24 hours, there has been 256 new listings that have hit the market in the last 24 hours. And this is for single-family homes. If you want to know how many rentals have hit the market, you select rentals, and now there's 199. So that's a quick explanation on how to use the market watch, the hot sheets, your stats section, statistics section inside of Matrix. We also went over the CMAs inside of Matrix, and we also did the map search inside of Matrix. More or less, this is what the Matrix 201 consists of. We are left with Matrix 301, which we will have a webinar for it shortly. Just please look out on our calendar. Again, guys, if you have any questions, my name is Robert Rodriguez. I will stay online answering your questions via chat. I want to thank you for watching today's webinars, Matrix 101 and 201. You will find these webinars at our YouTube channel, Miami Trainers, as well as our Facebook pages. I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and make it a great day.